So you finally decided to fight your own battles.
Yup. Now that I think about it, it's my dream. Therefore, there's no way I'm gonna lose. That's right. This is my dream. As long as I keep that in mind, there's nothing I can't do.
Where's all this coming from? I can sense her power increasing. Her power! It's much stronger than Aprini's. How is this possible?
That lass, by believing that everything that's happened around her is a dream, has released her full potential.
Here's an explanation. Humans are said to only be able to utilize about 30% of their full potential. That's because using 100% of their power would apply too much of a physical burden on their body and would lead to self-destruction. However, this girl was able to release her full power due to her delusional belief that everything is part of a dream, including her own existence. Some people call it a girl's fantasy, which can prove more troublesome than anything else.
Lord Val, please, be cautious. This lass is an idiot, but she possesses power comparable to us demons.
Aha! That is impressive.
Yes, I agree. However, now is not the time to be awestruck. We're in quite a bit of danger.
I've had enough of this chaotic dream! I want a dream that's sweet and lovely, like marshmallows! I want to swim in a pool of passion fruit jelly and boba! I want to coincidentally bump into a prince from a foreign country, fall in love, and elope while he's carrying me in his arms! With that said, get out of my dream right now!
I don't mind a shameless floozy who freely shouts such embarrassing things. Though I'm going to have to wake you up and engrave the truth into your tiny brain over and over until you accept reality. Everyone, let's go!
Brace yourself! Rah! Time to bust some balls!
Hey!
Come get me! Sardines!
Hey! My turn! There!
Sardines! Here I come!
I shall re-educate you! Everyone, let's go!
Sardines! Sardines!
The hell? How could I lose? This is my dream! Even if it's a nightmare, I don't deserve any more punishment! I don't approve of this!
Lass, you keep speaking of a nightmare and punishment. What kind of hardships have you been through?
You really want to know, huh? I get shivers down my spine from just thinking about it. Every day and night, we cooked, cleaned, did the laundry, and other ridiculous tasks, like looking for some ultra dessert. On top of all that, we only got paid 1 sardine a day for 20 hours of life-threatening hard labor. It's cool that I don't have to study or do homework, but I don't get to eat any sweet desserts or dress up and go out. For a girl, it's the same thing as being told to go kill yourself. If this isn't a nightmare, then what would you call it?
But that's pretty normal.
Huh?
20 hours labor for 1 sardine a day? That's standard treatment for a Prinny. You're no exception.
Huh? No, you're lying. I heard that normal Prinnies are treated like VIPs. They only work for an hour, get 3 meals a day, with dessert, and even get nap time. I heard they also live in luxury hotel suites.
How did you manage to believe all that?
So, are you saying that even if we exterminate all of the normal Prinnies, our living conditions won't change at all?
You are correct. Nothing will change.
How could this be? This is impossible!
Lass, who do you think the Prinnies are? People become Prinnies to pay off the sins they committed in the human world. Prinnies don't get to choose their living conditions. The only thing they get to do is work hard until they pay off their sins.
But why? I didn't do anything bad. You're lying! This is all a lie! I won't approve of this!
Hey, wait! I'm not done talking to you!
My lord, please wait. There is a contaminated area up ahead filled with pollution. I hear it's brimming with mutated monsters.
Ah!
See?
Enough, Fenric! As a Prinny instructor, I cannot leave her there! Let's go, Fenric!
All is for my lord. My lord, because of all the pollution, this area has become extremely hazardous. You must be careful at all times and look out for the rampaging mutated monsters.
Corruptiment is to blame for this situation as well. How far will they fall? I see no end to this. What is with that pile of trash? It's like a massive lump of concentrated toxin. Ugh.
It's waste from the human world. Made in... There's no doubt that these are the source of the pollution here.
Waste from the human world? Are you saying that they're dumping their garbage in the Netherworld? It's nonsense! How could the Corruptiment allow this? They must be aware that it's happening.
Hey guys, I thought you came here to rescue me!
You're right.
What? Seriously? You actually came to help me?
Of course. As a Prinny instructor, I am obligated to save you.
You...
He's only seen to his professional duty. Don't you dare develop affections for him, lass.
Like I would! You guys beat the hell out of me earlier!
At least you're still full of energy. Can you fight, lass?
My name is Fuka. Fuka Kazamatsuri, a 9th grader from St. Goliath Middle School, Classroom 3B. Let me handle this!
Sardines! Yeah! I'm still coming!
I come.
Here I come!
Let's
Your
go,
orders, my
Fenrir.
lord.
Wild!
Watch this! Wanna get crazy? Dream power! I'm strong!
My lord, it seems that all the mutants have run away.
Now that I think about it, they are also just victims. Could have done easier on them.
Whew. Well, I'm gonna go now, since there's no reason for me to fight you anymore.
Not so fast, lass. Even if you fail to become a Prinny, you're still technically a Prinny. And as long as you're a Prinny, I must teach and raise you from beginning to end so that you can become a great Prinny. First of all, Prinny rule number 1. You shall always include the word dude in every line you say.
No way! I'm not a Prinny! I'm Fuka Kazamatsuru!
Hades is the training ground for all burdened souls. That being said, you have no right to complain. Now, Prinny rule number 1. You shall always include the word dude in every line you say.
No means no! First of all, who came up with these horrible labor laws anyway?
It's the Prinny Law that was written by the very first president of the Netherworld. Only the president can revise this law.
Okay, then I'll go talk to the president. I'm gonna tell him to his face to change the Prinny law!
Find your attitude rather pleasing. Why don't you come with us? I'll take you to meet the president.
Seriously?
Yes, I promise.
Lord, enough with your careless promises.
Well, we're going to have to fight the president sooner or later. It's an inevitable confrontation if we are to complete our mission. Isn't that right?
You're right, but...
Cool! Then I've decided! I'm coming with you! My new mission is to become the Netherworld president!
What? Wasn't your goal to revise the Prinny Law?
It's the same difference. Besides, I like the sound of that better.
And thus Prinny War 1 came to an end. Tyrants Valvatores and Fuka Kazamatsuri. Nobody at the time could imagine how great of an influence their encounter that day would have on the future of not only the Netherworld, but of the human world as well.
My dream is starting to get pretty exciting!
How many times do we have to tell you this isn't a dream? You're dead.
And how many times do I have to tell you that this is my dream? If you think I'm so wrong, then prove it!
Very well. Do you promise that when I'm proven right, you will admit that you are Prinny no matter what?
Fine, I promise! But then if I'm right, you have to promise to become my very own personal Prinny.
What? Your personal Prinny?
Oh, are you trying to back out now?
How amusing. All right, I'll take you up on that promise.
My lord, do not be so rash in making so many futile promises.
No need to worry. You won't be able to keep your promises. I just released all of the prisoners. I told them that whoever kills you guys will get a full pardon. They're all notoriously brutal criminals. You're all gonna die. It's game over!
Lord and Axel, you're still alive?